Hello there, would you look at that? I'm playing this again. Welcome. Yep. I'm gonna play more of this. Why? Because I want to. That's it. That's all. Oh, look. I finally have steel. Ah, it's a miracle. I took some just to celebrate. This I do not have, though. Not in any real amount. I can't reach those ones. We must help it. It really wants them. There we go. Is this one almost done? Well, actually, now that I have extra coal coming in, it should be cool. I might want to update those at some point. Maybe just the steel ones. I just got a bunch of steel. You do your best, buddy. You got this. You got it. How's it doing on fuel anyway? Oh, it's fine. No need to worry. What am I doing? It's either gotta be iron or uranium. I do kind of want to work on getting the uranium up here. Okay. Okay. I think that one's going to be of more use to me right now. I think I was planning on setting that one up here. It was going to be input and output. Oh, I need some engines. If I'm going to build anything, I must first acquire an engine. Where? Up here? Oh, well, yeah, right there. It's a good thing there's no radiation in this game. Unlike Satisfactory, where there absolutely is radiation. See, I want that. Because I might be able to solve my power issues with that. Or destroy myself. One or the other. Either way, my problems will be solved. Ooh, what about that one? That one's cheap. Kind of. Quick on time. Also, I got for good 30-second ones. Nothing. The great big load of nothing. Just that one. I'm just gonna wait then. Not interested. Alright, so it's gotta be... train... and then... fluid wagon... cargo wagon. Oh, I do have these now. That might be a better way to do this. Because then I can set it to acquire coal. You can bring all the coal you can right here. Just keep it full-ish. A couple stacks is good. Okay, now for the fluid pipes, you need to attach the pumps, these to it. And it will connect. See how the graphic changes for it. I don't remember if you can set them side by side like this. Apparently you can. Only one of them hooks up, though. If I delete that one, then that one hooks up. Okay. Let's see what kind of configurations I can actually set this to. Can I do all three of them? No, not really. Okay. I'll go with that. I'm actually gonna put a fluid tank on it as well. Just to help it have a little bit more pressure right there. That's my hope. What you doing, buddy? You waiting? Oh, apparently you can't move forward because that's in the way. If I do this, are you okay? Yep, he's good now. In fact, I might just want to get rid of ones like that then. This one will make it put further along. Alright, this is gonna be the one that goes and grabs uranium. And it's gonna haul sulfuric acid over there. And then bring back uranium. Yeah, I'm probably better off just looking into this. Alright, let's make a few of these. Whoops, maybe not that much. I'm good. Almost there. There we go. Hook it up. Nope, too far. There. Hook that up and good. Now we just gotta head down to the uranium mine and get that going. I'm gonna take 2 of those with me like I did with the others. What does this take? Iron gear, electronic circuit. You know, I do have logic chests right now. I could just have some robots do that. I'll go with a couple of those. Yeah, a couple of those. I wonder if I can just kind of leech it on this one like this. Will that work, or will it eventually screw it up? I don't know. Guess I'm gonna find out. I mean, I suppose I could have even just plopped this in there. Wait. No, wait, because I need gears. Aha, this one. Let's change that. Keep building them, man. We're gonna need plenty. Alright, that is the wrong way. Yep, don't need that. I might need this one. Yeah, just let it go. Not that big a deal. Did I ever copy this one? I don't remember if I did. Okay, I did. I'm thinking I kind of want to expand this out a little bit. I can run this a little bit further. Although the thing that's slowing me down, I guess, is the copper, not the other stuff. I probably should have looked at it a bit deeper then before I went and started building. Oh well. Built it anyway. Still going. I'm gonna run out of room for all this science. I don't know if I can hold it all. No, I could. It wasn't all that much, apparently. Wow, they go up to a pretty big stack now. Oh, I see. Okay. That means I could put a requester chest right here. And have it request... oh, 1 stack of circuit. Yeah. No. I'm pretty certain I set the red ones. I don't need one stick. The whole one stick might not help me all that much. I think I recall there being a button or something that allowed you to flip it or rotate it the other direction. I don't remember how to do that. Alright, send a little bit more copper that way. I'm gonna have to find a copper mine soon. Uh-oh. That's not good. Where is one? I don't see any more. Do we have any more radars? Hey, hello there to you. I just realized I don't have any copper nearby. I don't know where it might be. So that's concerning. I'm running very, very low. Shield generator. Oh, nice. Well, thanks for stopping in. I don't want to have to activate it with a remote. Oh, that's right. Those take raw fuels, or raw oils. They don't take flamer fuel. Oh, more radar. $300 kilowatt. That's a lot of power. I can do it. I'm going to make the big listener. I will listen for all of the bitey buggies. Now I can scan with efficiency. Oh, true. I could put miner down on the mix patch and then have to split it. Okay, yeah. May have to do that soon. But I've got the stuff set up to go deal with the uranium mine now. Do I have enough wall? I don't think I do. Oh, this one's finally out. Look at him run. Look at him go. I never finished setting up that repair pack thing, did I? No, I went over here and did that and then completely forgot. Alright. Provider chest. Repair pack. Where is it? Right there. Got it. Sorry, my brain just completely stopped for a second. It's just like, what? What are you even thinking, man? Oh, boy. Alright, this one. Yeah, I think 3 stacks of each should be good. Opened up your old Factorio save, looked at it for about 20 minutes, and then quit because I don't know what to do anymore. There's too much going on. You're at that point where you need a tech to help while you focus on the high level stuff. I have that issue at work right now where I'm basically full stack. I handle everything IT top to bottom. And I really just want a technician. Don't need that many. Barely even need that many. That would probably be fine. Alright. Let's get down there. Run, 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 run. If you copy the building recipe, paste it into a requester chest, it will automatically set the requester chest to request the recipe. Really? I'm gonna have to try that out. There's a lot of these that are new that I haven't really come across yet. In here? Okay, okay, interesting, interesting. Yeah, I can. It's just taking a while for it all to happen. Whoa. But I have no reason to really doubt it because they've helped before. It just does take a while. And they're good to me, so I have no reason to doubt it. Alright, let's see this one here. This one might just be better off coming in this way. Okay. But yeah, I'm the one that handles the budget, the purchasing, the policy writing, and I get to fix the printers. Nope, too far. Oh no, that's not right. Not like that. Anything but that. No, that's way wrong. There we go. The next question out of my mouth after something like that would be, and that comes with an increased pay rate, right? But yeah, basically everything IT about this company just all falls to me. Everything top to bottom. Oh, engineering in that sense. Okay, so problem solver. The most, like, generic version of engineer. Yep. Yeah, I would call the generic version of engineer is somebody who solves problems. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you need to go to college for that. You can be a good problem solver without that. Honestly, the going to college part is more because you want to be good at the theoretical side of it. Or also because you want to get your PE or something and really punish your own existence. I looked into the PE for computer engineering. It's not required for anything yet, but I have a good feeling it's going to be in the future because of AI. There needs to be people held responsible for stuff like that. The only way to get that really will be to have a professional engineer sign off on it. Like you would on somebody building a bridge. You know, thousands of people, millions of people are going to trust their lives to that bridge. And we're building AI without somebody signing off on it. You know, we're talking billions of people are going to be under this thing's effect. Teach you trains. I can teach what I know, but whew, I feel like I'm struggling to learn it just because I'm used to Transport Tycoon's version. Nice. There's a good chance you do if you've been in that in for a bit like that. Especially, you know, most engineers in different fields, if you're not in like electrical or computer science, something like that, your pay is not going to be very high. Mechanical engineering was, I think, the largest of the group at my college, and you know, that's a tough market, and the pay ain't that great anymore. I need to actually just clear this out. There's too many trees right here. Well, I'm doing uranium right now. And building a train track over to it. As soon as my little bots finish up what they're doing. And clean it up all nice and good. I guess I should just focus on getting at least one wall down. I don't need to go building 2 layers until I can prove I can do 1 layer. Yeah, I got started in computing and IT actually on the consumer repair side. I worked in a small little mom and pop shop fixing laptops. I did that back when I was like 15. It was my after school job, was I would go and fix computers. The dealing with customer part. That's one thing I've gotten really good at from my IT experience, is dealing with people. Because in computing, you know, you either get it or you don't. And I just always give people the benefit of a doubt about it. And one of the biggest things I do to help is I never ask them what they were doing. I just ask them what they were trying to do. Because they won't be able to explain to me what they were doing in any way that is useful to me. But if I ask them what they wanted to do, then I can find a solution to find them how to do it. Even if it might not have been how they were trying to. Oh yeah, I did that plenty too. Oh god. My grandmother actually got really good at it. She was able to keep her own computer running. She would fix the modem when it went down. Yeah, she picked up quite a lot from it. I think her computer was the first one I ever got to play Diablo 2 on. Because the computer I had at home wasn't strong enough to play it at the time. So we'd get dropped off there after school, and I'd play Diablo 2 for a little bit. Like a couple hours I'd have to play it. Look at these little bots just waiting. Like, we got some wood for you. Will you please take it? We're tired. Yeah, I would say compared to my other grandparents, that grandmother in particular was the most tech forward. The other ones were definitely not. Man, I used to remember there were apps that did call waiting on your computer during that age of dial-up. Because, yeah, unless you were ritzy, you didn't have 2 phone lines. You didn't get a dedicated line. I went to school with a kid that had a dedicated T1 line running to his house. Yep. The rest of us running on dial-up. Yeah, the dial-up age was something different, and yeah, my only nostalgia for it is the noise. I literally never want to experience dial-up ever again. His dad owned a big local construction company. Yeah, he was probably one of the richer kids at the school. And for the most part, he was a pretty cool kid. Not a real troublemaker in any way. When DSL got to your house, man, it took a while, but we were so happy when that happened too. The big wait now for them was they just recently was able to get rid of DSL because they lived so rural, my parents did, that they couldn't have anything else. DSL was the only thing really available. This past summer, they managed to get fiber in that area. So now, their connection's faster than mine. I'm stuck on this garbage 120 cable, and I hate it. Because I only get about 10 upload out of it. And it's all I really want is a synchronous upload-download. Because I stream. You know, if I could do 30K, 30 meg, then I could stream a 2K 60 FPS stream, no issues. But as it is, I'm stuck going with 30. Because it will cap out at about 10 meg. I'm gonna put some guns here. Oh, I do got the laser corner. We'll add that. It is funny. Although, it makes sense. It's a lot easier to work those lines than it is the ones in the city. You're competing with so many other different people and trying to make time for once you can actually work on the road, or have to block up the road, or dig up the road, or something else. And you go out rural and you could just stand out there all day and work on it, and ain't a single person gonna drive by. You got all the time in the world. Alright, that's probably enough gun for right there. I'll just go ahead and copy that. Place this down a couple times. Yeah, and getting the monopolies to play ball. That is the worst part. Honestly, it'd be one of the biggest things that'll keep quantum internet from ever being a thing. You'd be able to connect anywhere, through anyone, for anything. They won't want that. I mean, at some point we're gonna need new internet anyway. This current one is getting all messed up. Internet 2, where you at? Oh, that's right, it's currently in use by the universities only. We'll have to wait our turn. About like the first internet. There's a big bunch of rock. I don't need all that rock. What do I need all that rock for? I don't want it. I guess I'll put a little gate over here. Just so I can get out. Oh god, yeah. I think it's hard. It's like swimming in Florida. You're probably gonna catch a parasite. Oh look, I got an eye-eating amoeba. Oh, fun. I was looking for that one. Oh no, it ate my eye. Oh no, it's eating my brain now. Oh god, this hurts. And then all of a sudden, it don't hurt no more. Because the brain broke. Brain broke. Gotta hide out in the ocean. What you doing in the ocean? Hiding. From what? The ocean. They'll never expect to look here. Where build? I guess there. Sure. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Work for me. I'm cool with it. I'll take a couple of these and leave them behind. Huh? Oh. Good job, guys. You know what? I probably only really need like 5, 10 of them there. I don't really need a whole ton there. Wait a minute. These mine? Oh. Wait, did I not do it right? I don't think I did it right. Maybe I did. Are they just using... Are they using me as a chest and pulling stuff from my inventory, even though they're not part of my group? What's happening? Are they using me as a roboport and charging and everything? Wait, why is there power in that? I haven't set this to generate anything. How is there power? No. Okay. That's hooked up. We'll run a single little line over there for that one. That's all together now. Alright, well thanks for stopping in. Hopefully I can get some uranium research done, is what I'm aiming for. Possibly pushing a little further into space. We'll see. Nope, that's not right. Yeah, not working. I'm gonna have to fix this wall. This wall is not correct. It must be fixed. They're not the fastest little robots, but they try their best. I will help them get faster at some point. It is my duty to help them, as they help me. Go, go, little robot. Okay, that kind of fits-ish. Okay, that works. That works. That works enough. That works enough for me to go, yeah, that's fine. Okay, put a couple laser corners on it. And call it good. Yeah. Is there biters out that way? There is biters out that way. Ain't that neat? Okay. Is that all done? Almost done? You guys almost done? They're almost done. I got it. Whoop. I screwed up. I need things for them. They need power poles. How can they build without equipment to build with? What is this? Oh, is that my power? That's my power. I might need better power. Whoops, I forgot this wall up here. Awesome job, guys. Perfect build, as always. Alright, now we need a train station. I don't have the stuff to build a train station. Yep, that sounds about right. Whoops. That's not... no. Oh, come on. No. It wasn't quite enough. There we go. Alright, where's the train? No, I don't want to get hit. It'd be really, really bad. Oh. Thank you. Alright. So that is full of sulfuric acid now. So, if that train is in an accident, it is going to be horrific. Like, just massive incident. All over the news. How's my little scanners doing? Have they found? Hey, they did. Oh, that's cool. So I'll just build a single line out this way. Actually, with the way that's set up, it might even be good for me to just build a new smeltery, like right here for both iron and copper. Or maybe even down in here, so I can pull it down and then into the bottom of the bus. That's probably a better idea. Pull them towards this center, down, and consolidate. Push out this way. But then again, I do need iron ore for stuff here, such as the concrete. I thought I had a blueprint for that. Concrete. They'll get the job done. I trust them. Look at them go. I can not trust that. Great big swarm moving through. All hail the swarm. Swarm Marshal of the Bees of Ardheim. $3,000 requests. That seems appropriate. I'm sorry, I needed something so that I can go make this. I need iron. Okay, I have 3 pumps already for there. Let me grab a few more of these pipes. You can just paint it in. He'll get to it at some point, right? He'll get it done. There. All kinds of requests. I think it might be a little bit more than 3,000 though. I think they just kind of lost track of how many I had. Yeah, they're not even bringing it up on these ones. It's just like, we'll get to those later. Way later. Color. Well, it's uranium, so greenish. Greenish. The stations will be that. Color, use destination stop. Okay, yep. All right. Here we are. Let's finish this up. I actually did the thing I needed to, right? I went back and did it, right? Yeah. Okay, good. I always have this feeling like, no, I probably forgot. This uranium is mine. Now, where are my trains? Okay, so if I pick a train, and I can click on train, add station to train, right there. I want to set to time pass. Also set to time pass. Because anything else, I don't trust to work correctly. Yep. So that's how we do. Okay, so... yes, that's how it works. It gets a pipe connection on it that you need to use. I think you can just hook them up like this to each other, too. There's no real need to get super fancy with them. As long as you were bringing it over here, I think that's enough. Let's get the pumps hooked up. Okay. Right there, right there, right there. Let me just go ahead and hook that up. We'll go ahead and hook a tank up to it, just so we can make sure it has enough that it can bring over. And I think this should work. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, I could actually do this too. Because I can run a belt underneath that. Well, I could if I had any. And this is where I'd put my belt. If I had one. Like how wiggly it is. It's like watching an old CRT screen. Or a moldy VHS. Let's go with that one. That's a funny one to say. Okay, so there's that all hooked up. Now we just need a bunch of chests to shove it all into. We're gonna go with these ones for now, I guess. That's what we can afford. No, that's what we're gonna do. I have no idea if this will work the way I'm hoping. Here's hoping. How does this not get hooked up? I need that one there, that one there, that one there. Okay, yep. On either side of the row for this type. All right, it's ready. I hope. Trains with this stop. Go for it. Let's go for it. No, not you. This one. All right, here it comes. Should grab the sulfuric acid out. Take it over to the drills. Whoops. It helps if you turn them around the correct way. You just wait a second. I gotta work on this a moment. I want it this way. There we go. Gotta remember to turn it the right way around. There. And go. All right, we started getting some uranium. Nice. I have it now. All right, so there's that researched, and now we can begin research on nuclear power, the enrichment process, which will give us nuclear fuel, which could be worth doing. But right now, I'm going to do nuclear power. I have not done nuclear power in a very long time, so I'm curious how this will go. Don't really know if I know what I'm doing there. Is that evenly distributing? No, actually, it's doing almost a perfect normal distribution. That's weird. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, you have some. I'm gonna catch the train back. I think I'm good on defenses here. I think I should be. Maybe not on that corner. No, I'm just gonna do this the same way. Maybe even like this. Maybe up that way. Nope, that didn't help. That work? Yeah, I guess so. I hope it does. Look how green it is. I love it. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this one for yet. I haven't fully decided. Uranium. Ooh, ah. Where's the rest? I want to take a look at it. I don't know which one I got. Ah, it's just uranium ore. Okay. I need the centrifuge. It wants gears. I will give it gears then. Whoa. Do I need more than one? I don't think I do. Not right now, anyway, at least. Okay, so this processes uranium into 235 and 238. Okay. I think a productivity module would be good for this one. And I'll set up 2 of these on filters. Okay, I want this one to take 238. And that one on 235. And an inserter for the stack. Apparently that's too far. There. Got it. Okay, now figure it out. Well, nothing good yet. It's trying, but I ain't getting much good. Okay, this will give access to the Covarex enrichment process. And this will yield a significant amount more in the long run. Okay, I see how it works. Okay. You have to put in 40 uranium-235, and then you can give it a couple extra 238, and it will make you 1 extra 235. Very slow, very tedious. That's what you gotta do. All right, nuclear power is growing. I don't have it yet, but it's on its way. I guess let's go send another stack of foundations up into space. And away it goes. Hey, can I just walk over these? What? Oh, I didn't know that. You can just walk right over these. The only ones you can is the straight pipes. Cannot form donuts. What? I didn't tell it to make a donut. I told it to make a base. If I wanted a toroidal structure, I would have asked for it specifically. Well, that's silly. Alright, this is getting somewhere. I might want to build a second platform, though, if I want to take it anywhere. No, I can. Everything needed to set up a space platform foundation. Yeah, I want one. Gimme, gimme. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna send it. Come on, guys. I don't have the upgraded battery, do I? This thing is still researching. It's gonna be a little bit. New space platform. Let's see, what to name it, what to name it. Hungry Bee. Because I will travel to other planets. Munch, munch, munch. I have not built the booster yet. It will give ice melting. Okay, makes water. Because my thinking is that if I go and just take the other platform, then I'm not really going to be able to make space science for this planet. Because I will have taken the space science platform with me. Aw, look how tiny it is. Aw, humble beginning. Do I have to pick which one to send it to now? That would be a thing, right? Well, there goes that one. I guess we'll see where it goes. Doesn't really say where it's going. I guess we'll see which one opens. I'm seeing neither of them opening. Nope, it was the first one. Auto request missing construction materials. Okay, I mean, that's set to it as well, but maybe it's got to wait until it's finished with the other one. You know, and I bet the bigger the mass of the platform, the harder it is to move it. That would make sense. It'd also technically be harder to stop it. More battery? More solar panel. I'm gonna need one more. Building 5? Yeah, I'll need one more to finish it. Not really sure that's a tree. It's more of a stick. Alright, so this one is heading up now with 50. I'm hoping it takes it to the other platform. I'm here. Just people being fucking loud. I get so sick of this. I don't know, it just makes it fucking impossible to deal with. I might just have to call it soon instead of dealing with this. I'm having to keep muting myself over and over again. I wonder how many they'll be able to do without my help. There we go. Where's the rest of them? Where are the ones that I can place like this? Why are they not being considered? Why are my bots not helping? Why? Big battery. That's right, I gotta send some power up to that second platform. Transport belt. Wait, that's it? What the hell have I been doing? Just make a billion of those. It's a nothing item. Just do it. Alright, that will work. Make me some belts. Then a requester chest. I'm going to set that down in there. I'm going to set the other chest as well. These are kind of the 3 that I use the most often anyway. The other 2, active provider and buffer chests, are really good for specific uses. I've used buffer chests before for some more complicated storage systems, for storing like 500,000 of a material on one of my other saves. Maybe at some point I'll show off that save. I don't know how well it will work with all the updates. It hasn't been worked on since, 2020? I think I started that save when COVID happened. Alright. Give me gear. I want me some gears. I want a few of these. What do I need for those? It costs almost the same stuff. So technically I could just snap one on right here and grab from this and these. That would work. A bit dumb, but it'll work. And you know what? I love when it just works. So we're gonna do it. Oh. All good. All good. Oh, this'll work. This'll work. Right? I'm doing this right? Passive chest. Grab that. There. Boom. Okay. Actually set this down a little bit. I'm gonna set the other one up. Too long to grab those. There's plenty in there, though. Hold on. I'll actually set this next to these. There. There. Much better. Oh, and nuclear power just finished researching. Fun. Nuclear reactor. Heat pipe. Heat exchanger. Steam turbine. Okay, so the way it works is that it turns nuclear fuel into heat. That heat is piped to heat exchangers, which generate steam from water, and then the steam turbine takes said steam and transfers it into electricity. I have no idea what the actual ratios are here. or how much they actually matter. I'm getting stuck on stuff. Is this fine? I'll go with this is fine. It's gonna take it a while to get enough for me to make one anyway. It's not really gonna be something I can do until I just research this. This makes it significantly easier to start getting the other resources that I need. Fuel reprocessing. This allows you to take a fuel rod and turn it back into 238. Honestly, the ratio in there, I'm not sure if it's really worth it. There's a neighbor bonus for reactors. They get more effective when multiple are running. Okay, I don't think I've ever run more than 2 at the same time. That's the most I've ever really done. I can't do that, can't do that. I don't have the purple research yet. So that would be kind of the next thing to do then. I'm gonna grab this next. Well, I go work on that. Man, our little bot's so busy. They're so busy. How much is in there? Nice. Whoa, what happened here? Something popped right there. Maybe I got enough of those now. I can just stop taking these. I don't want them. Keep them out of my inventory. In fact, how about if we just grab all the ones that I can, shove them into there, so that a lot of them can just get repurposed into reds. Yep. And then I might not even need these, because as I replace and upgrade, the bots will pick up the old belts, and they'll take them to that box. And it's not going to make me a ton all at once, but it will give me a small trickle of the fast belts coming through. Is that fast belt? Is that what they're called? Yes, fast belt. And then I think the next one is what, super fast or something? What's the next one? Express. I see. Oh, this is the first time these have popped up. That's exciting. Discovery Fulgura. I hear that one is bad and evil. No, wait, that's that one. Gleba. Gleba is the evil one. Vulcanus is the one I get told by most people to go visit. Which makes sense. Lava makes foundry building very easy. I have played Dwarf Fortress, I know that. Alright, let's see, I was gonna build something for purple science up in here. What do I need for it? Okay, rail, electric furnace, and that productivity module. The productivity module, it's number 1. Oh, it's just those. That's easy. Yep, that one's easy. I gotta remember I've been I'm moving these around now. Oops. Okay, hmm. I do not have that belt. Oops, I should replace this as well. Got that one. And then put in that. And that. I still have to set to upgrade as well. Actually, I never even set anything to just make these. Or these. I really skipped a whole bunch of that crap, didn't I? I need to kind of go back and fix that. Because it's not great. Not ideal. You know, I think I like the red belts the most. Out of all the belts that I use in the game, I think the reds are the ones that fit the widest array of use cases without being too fast, too slow. You can empty an open slot to open... Thank you. I didn't know that. Wow, they've added so many quality of life improvements to this game, I can barely keep track of them all. Man, maybe Microsoft should hire these guys to fix their broken operating system. I don't know if anybody could fix that, honestly. All right. Take it away. I don't want it no more. True, they probably couldn't pay him enough to even touch Windows. Yeah. I'm okay with that. I love seeing that, I think it was Denmark and Germany are both looking to get rid of Windows in their governments again. Ever since an outage a couple months ago, or a month ago, caused them to lose access to important government infrastructure for a number of hours. After that, they just decided, nah, screw that, we're getting rid of Windows. Digital sovereignty, we need to be able to run all this stuff internally. And I'm just like, yes, yes. That's the way it needs to be. Everybody needs to be on open source systems, running open source code, so that it's a distributed system. Distributed systems are nearly impossible to take down. Monolithic ones, you just gotta hit the right brick and the whole thing comes tumbling down. They actually just had an incident, didn't they? DoD area, something got hacked by a SharePoint bug. I don't remember what it was. It was either DOT or DOD. I don't remember. Something got broke because of Windows broke ass. I've worked with Windows since Windows 95, and I hate it. I never used to. For the longest time, I just didn't, and I ran Windows ME and Vista. It wasn't until Windows 11 that I was just thoroughly like, wow, screw this. Windows 10 I was even willing to stomach. because it eventually became pretty good and disconnected enough. I think Linux will get there eventually, just because of the cost. Like, you can even now, if you were to order a laptop from Dell or somebody, you can choose to have Linux installed on it instead, and it will save you like $150. And that's one of the biggest things that will lead to like a ton of companies deciding to switch that way is, oh, well, we can cut costs here. That's all it needs to be. The biggest thing that I've told my organization about it is that, yes, I would love for us to move that way, but the reality is, if we wanted to do that, we need to accept that doing such a move requires more IT people, because it's not going to hold our hands through it, and it requires actually knowledgeable people to fix it. You know, a restart, turn it back on, may work on Windows all the time. That's not always the case with Linux. As somebody that's done plenty in Linux, it's not always the case. But you got to know how to get in there nitty-gritty to fix things if you need to. I actually took Unix administration in college, was the class that I took. Studied Unix. I think because they wanted to also have us have some understanding of the underlying Mac system as well. Steel, that's what I need. And I want a little bit of that. Punch, punch, punch. Oh, you got a system running ZFS. Nice. That's one of those ones that I have not messed with. I love that people continue to experiment with the file systems, though. Now, there was just recently a research paper that came out about a new search algorithm that improved search times considerably on specific applications. What was it? It was in regards to, I think, a binary search pattern that would allow it to run a lot faster. Send more platform? Oh, good, I can pick. Send more to that one first. They need stuff. I need to deliver them stuff. Yes, ZFS is very much like that. That's why I have never messed with it. I know enough to know when something's outside of what I should be messing with. And maybe for like an experimental system, I would set up something like that, but for right now, I do a lot of the old method of multiple backups. With cloud backups also. And then multiple backups of the cloud backups. What was I building here? I was gonna make something here. What was it? Ah, these. That's what I was gonna make. Oh, after I plug it in at least. Gonna put two next to each other? Will that work? Will they be cool with that? Will they be best of friends? Alright, so that'll give us 2 per something. I don't know. I need to bring it down here. Actually, I might be better off bringing the rail line up this way once I figure out... Alright, I'm gonna figure out where am I gonna put... the steel... the electric furnace. Yes. By cloud backup, I also mean just servers that I'm personally have set up elsewhere. In addition to, I do run some stuff on, like, Google Cloud that I don't mind them having, sort of idea. So, yeah. I think that one, I'm only paying like $1.99 on. At that cost for what I'm using from them, it was worth it. Okay, so I got some of those. What does the electric furnace take? Yeah, I completely get not using cloud backups. There's a lot of issues across many of them. But I do recommend people that want to look into setting up their own cloud backups. Like their own cloud system. Every streamer you've been recommended has been a programmer sysadmin recently. It's uncanny. A lot of us trying to supplement that income as costs keep skyrocketing. It's like, we used to make good money, but with the economy in shambles, it's not that good no more. Unless you're in AI. It's like, oh yeah, 20 years ago, I'd be living freaking good. Right now, well, I can afford my bills. I can get a game like once a month. That sort of thing. All right, advanced circuit, stone brick, steel plate. Let's see, I got stone brick over here. All right, stone brick. So I'm thinking furnace. I might be able to get away with placing over here. Furnaces? Sure, why not? Just slap it right there. I'll make it work. Yeah. Yep. How many does that use? How much does it want? How many? How many? 10, 5, and 10. Okay. But nah, I think even... I just love working in computers, honestly. And I'd still do it regardless. It's my home. I love doing it. I'd rather work with machines and systems any day compared to just about anything else. Even when I play games and stuff, I'm typically approaching them from a perspective of computing or fiddling with something. I love games that let me screw with physics, logic. I like this one because it reminds me a lot of doing PCB layouts. All that kind of stuff. Where was that one steel? Where was that? We got this one here. could chunk that off. Right here. That one is mine now. Zoom. Actually, I'll grab this one too. Right there. Yeah, there we go. Yes. It's definitely a field where if you will get found out very quickly if you don't know what you're doing. Like, you will not last long. I've seen it happen multiple times. Like, you either are the type or you're not. And the only in-between I have ever met were the people that fit perfectly in between the two groups, like between IT and the user. And those people honestly make pretty good managers because they can handle dealing with the people and then they let the techs handle the tech. I've had a couple that were like that. They fielded all of the people and they read up what we needed to go do and then dealt with the people after. It was great. I loved it. I didn't have to bother chatting with people. I just knew what my assignment was, go in, do what I needed to do, and go. Yeah, same. I've been into computing for a long time. I was thinking about it today. I was thinking about when I first started playing video games was with my parents back on the NES. And it made me realize they had an NES before I was born. Which means they were playing the NES before I was born. And they had a collection of games even. And thinking back on it, they weren't really bad games. A couple of the ones I remember playing was my dad and I would play a game called Jackal in 2-player, which you played as jeeps that drove around in a top-down view, and it was like a shoot-'em-up. Oh god, the computer science courses were awful for that. I saw that so often. See, I went into computer engineering, and the vibe is so completely different. Because computer engineering, you're looking to learn raw dog how a computer works at raw transistor level. How to build a CPU from scratch. That's computer engineering. Computer engineering, I learned how to, translate binary into C code. I learned robotics and inverse kinematics for linear algebraic. Oh, what was it called? We had to learn the Jacobian, I think it was called. For doing inverse kinematics. That was a hell of a class. Honestly, way more difficult than I was expecting it to be. Microarchitecture, I had a ton of fun with. I loved that. But computer science is a ton of mathematics in a different way. So mine was more focused on physics, I would say. And computer science is more focused on mathematics. So computer scientists, you'll take classes on algorithms and complexity because you want to do big O notation. How do algorithms scale with time? I actually never took an algorithm class. Never needed one. It wasn't part of engineering. What we learned instead were, direct memory addressing. Directly working with bits and bytes on the circuit board. There wasn't as much room to have an algorithm except for just the raw couple of lines you could fit. We got to do things like while the computer science students were doing Rubik's Cubes, we were building little maze-solving robots. But my major was also much, much smaller than the computer science group by about tenfold. There was one of us for every 10 computer science majors. And you'd always get the people that were like, oh, I wanted to get into this to learn how to make video games, and it's just like, computer engineering is not that. You want computer science, probably, and even then, that's not it either. Making games now is far more about the art and music and all that stuff than it is about the programming. Yep, circuit design. I had a couple of years just of doing schematic stuff. Although I think the thing that was the most common through my entire university career would be math. I took a math class every single semester. I did not have a single semester where I was not taking a math class. And mine topped out around linear algebra and discrete math. And also PDEs, of course. So if you're doing linear algebra, you're probably learning differential equations. And if you're doing calculus 3 around the same time, you're going to learn PDEs. Everything is math. Yep. Oh yes, it's just a fun time to do circuit stuff. I always loved that. It just drawing in the graph notebook, making the little symbols for it, calculating it all out, and being like, yep, this is how it'll work. And then you plug it all up, and it doesn't work. You wonder what you did wrong. You should double check all of your math, wondering where you did the math wrong. And the math was never wrong. It turned out you plugged it into the wrong pin. Yeah, the math was right. Turns out I just plugged it into the wrong pin. Okay, Brick's gotta go up there. I keep getting distracted chatting. That's okay, though. You can only build one, but I want to build many. Don't do this to me. Yeah, where y'all going? Ooh, the other thing I always used to screw up. Off by one errors. In a bunch of my code, I would end up forgetting to either start from 0 or 1, and end up getting an off by one error. Like at least half the time. But now it's one of those ones that I am very aware of will happen, and I double check it. Okay, those are made with iron plate. Sure. Yep, that worked for me. Yep. If you start from 0, start from 1. Lewis starting at 1. Yep. Yeah, the big language I did the most with was C. Not C++. Straight up C. And yeah, having to use... Okay, so you can fake a class in C. You can make a class in a really messed up way. So In C++, it's a object-oriented programming language that allows you to make a class, and within a class, it can store variables and functions. So that then when you create a object member of said class, you can call those functions as required. C does not do that. C does, though, have structs. And a struct is a structure that allows you to store variables. So it's like a class, but it can only do variables. Now, what's the best way to force that to do a function for you? That's right, a pointer. You want to hate your life something fierce? Learn pointers. Because, oh my god, that took everyone in the class so long to get. Like, one of the more difficult things for people to get their heads wrapped around. And then the moment you do, you're like, what in the world was I missing? Because it's not nearly as complicated as you think it was. But for some reason, it was holding you up the whole time. Yes, function pointers in a struct. Yes. Yep. Wild. I've literally never had to use them again. But knowing C, I think, is good. And it's definitely given me an affinity towards more low-level languages like Rust. Rust has taken me a bit to learn just because I think their naming convention is a little confusing for me. But for the most part, I really like what they're doing. And I prefer a language that doesn't try to do too much for you because, personally, I think that's why we have so many problems with shit that we do already. It's like a garbage collection in Java. If it actually worked, sure, it'd be great. But you know what? Doing it myself, I know will work. If I deallocate memory, and handle it myself instead of hoping Java handles it correctly. I probably don't need that money, but I will take all of those. Cargo. Isn't cargo their, like, PIP, their package thing? I haven't gotten to use Rust in a bit. In terms of languages I actually use more frequently nowadays, Python. It's piss simple and does just about everything you want it to in most cases. It's like, it's kind of hard to beat. The white space requirements can definitely get you if you're not using a writing software that helps keep it in line for you. I use Notepad++ myself for just about everything programming related like that. I've tried some other ones in the past, like back when Google had Atom. I tried that out, and I liked that right up until Google killed it like they do everything else that's decent. It's their combo library manager and compiler front end. Oh, okay. Yeah, my experience with that sort of thing is more the pip system at the moment. I'm having to deal with that thing. Could be worse. Could be better. Overall, though, there are some big problems when it comes to the package systems. They're too fast and loose, honestly. But it's really difficult to try and figure out a good solution to that without creating central authority. And when you do that, that then creates an avenue for it to have problems in itself. It's just a hard problem to solve. It almost needs to be solved more at the computer end, where your plugins or packages that you run are sandboxed in themselves and unable to interact with anything that you haven't explicitly given them permission to access. Because anything else that relies on the person you are working with, the other side, to do what is necessary is just always going to fail. You could have everybody in the world follow suit on how that's done. All it takes is one person not to. And the whole thing collapses. So I'm hoping at some point in the future we'll see a new package system. What? My train ran out. Uh-oh. It's full of coal and it ran out of coal. That's kind of hilarious. It wasn't so sad. You need coal. Keep a cool 500 in there. And that will be a passive provider just to keep that flowing. Alright, let's go refuel it. Just so I can at least get back. These trees are not looking so hot. Having a bad time. A very rough day. Yes. Depending on what you value as a user of packages. Whoa, that's not good. Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, that side is all out. Mostly. That one's not. All right. Hook that up. Hook that up. No. Hook it up. Looks like I can place one up here. Another one about there. A great big line of them right here. Got it. Flat pack. Can you use Pac-Man? Pac-Man's one I see used a good amount. Helps if you run a wire to it. I can grab that one, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. And then I just set that up like that. I think next time is going to be expanding my iron and copper. Because I don't have a lot here to pull from anymore. I understand that, because as somebody that can also deal with rust, or deal with arch, yes, that's one of the big things about it is documentation. I love good documentation. And sometimes it's very hard to find. Actually, I'm gonna... that's incorrect. That's very wrong. What am I thinking? That was very wrong. Oops. I did an oopsie. There, stick that one there. That one there. Good enough. Ready to go. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Man, I'm running low so bad. Yep, next time is going to have to be a lot more just iron and copper. I'm not even getting close on this, am I? No. Remaining time, infinity. Good job, guys. Nailing it. What am I out? Oh, good. My space platform must be having a blockage. What got blocked up? This thing again. Alright. I need to reassess this because this piece is proving to be a pain. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of this and move it over here. That's my hope. Well. Yep, sure. Because I'm just gonna eat it anyway. Munch, munch, munch. Where is it? Right there. Okay. Now I'll just go place that over there. And then I will set this. You just grab these two. Don't worry about any of the others. In fact, leave them alone. Just don't touch them. You don't need them for nothing. And then this one I'm going to tell to only pick up ice. I think this will solve it quicker. Because it keeps grabbing more of these anyway. And these ones aren't really having issues. It's just this piece that's having issues. Use a priority splitter leading off the edge. Okay. Rocket capacity, 50. Yeah, I do have a bunch of these ones just tossing stuff out into space. There, great big platform in space. Where else would it be? Ocean, maybe? In the ocean. Great big platform. Alright, and there's those two, the steel and circuit. Let's get those over. All right, there's that. We'll go merge this with it. I'm gonna move this down. And furnace. I'm always running out. What do we need? Of course, that one. The one I'm always running out of. I don't need that on me. I don't need that on me either. C block. It's like Skyblock, but Subnautica. And I don't really have anything else to bring back right now. Did I build one of these? I don't remember if I built one. No, I don't think I did. It would show up in here if I was hovering over it, doesn't it? Oh, I thought it did. Yep, there it is. Okay. It's a lot of stuff. I gotta wait on it anyway. I need to do this first. Well, at some point. At some point it'll finish. I hope so. Be real cool. Yay. And it reaches. That's even better. There. Furnaces. Okay. Purple science. Production science. Electric furnace. Rail. And these production packs. And how much does it cost of each? One each of those. So I'll just combine those on the same line. No reason not to do it that way, really. All right, there's that one. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now. Actually. I want the other one on the inside track, because this only needs one of each, and the other one needs 20. It'll be better if I have this grabbed with the long inserter. Ooh, true. Put the efficiency modules in the minors and intermediate. Efficiency, or I have the production ones right here. I don't have the efficiency ones. Unless that is what you mean, is the production. Grab a couple. So I can just stuff them in here. It increases energy consumption a little bit, but I'll place it in this one first. And productivity. No, those, not there. That's okay, I figured out what you probably meant. What? Oh. Yeah, it helps if you have any to actually put into it. Typically. Typical. Yeah, I've kind of gotten rid of most of what would be angry at my pollution. They did not survive long. Okay, let's hook this up. Almost done. All right, there's the rail. Grab a couple more of those. Have it doing some free ones. Oh, can only be used on intermediate parts? Interesting. Okay. So I can use it on this, is what you mean. Yes, I can. And I was able to place it on those. Can I put productivity on the productivity? No. It will not let you do that. It draws a line there. It's just, no. You're not allowed to do that. Stop it. Oh, did they finish building all that? Oh, they did. Nice. Let's have them fill in some more. It's like a paint by numbers, but I don't know how to count. All good. Works on most oil recipes and derricks. Okay. So that's one way to make derrick productive. I see. Whoa. I love watching the swarm go. Fills me with joy to see all the little robots out. Oh, you look at them all swarming around. Oh, they're so cute. They'll end all of us. We probably deserve it. How's all my other oils doing? The lubricant is full, but I'm not backed up on the heavy oils, so that's good. You had mentioned at one point splitting this back into light oil instead. I think I'm just gonna wait until I can tear up a bunch of this and redo it. I'm almost at that point. I'm fairly certain. I'm getting very close to that point. What was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. The insect overlord. The swarm. Oh, whoops, I forgot to actually put... connect this up to it. That helps, usually. Do I have any science coming back? I don't really have much of anything coming back right now. Oh. Jesus. Oh, boy. Whew. Is that ghost cursor? Oh. I forgot to do this. I forgot to hook it back up. True, make automation for all the buildings. So then you just have the robots take care of it. They got it. Give them a blueprint, give them some instructions, and they got it. They will follow that perfectly. Then the only person you can be mad at is you because you wrote terrible instructions. Yep, so that explains why I wasn't getting a whole lot of science. Alright, so those are on the near side of the track. So I'm going to want to run this to the outer side. There. Got it. Now I have production science. Let me go ahead and make one more. Is that all of it? And to help a little bit. They got it. Uh-oh. Maybe I don't want to do these right now. How much power is it pulling? 270 kilowatt. What if I take these out? 155. That's not that much of an increase. I was expecting it to be more. Yep, that's not enough for me to worry about it. Alright, so now we will have access to any of the stuff that needs purple science. Which means I can get the fuel reprocessing. I think there was something else in here I wanted first, though. Oh, this one. Automation 3. Capable of processing fluid ingredients? I think this is out of date a little bit. I think the blue one can do that now too. Ooh, that one. Cargo size would be good. True, the bots are probably the biggest power drain. Yeah, that's very true. Especially with them flying around like this. Oops. They're very hungry. Solar. Alright, I got a substation to put down. And then a few of these. More bots on their way. What? I'm coming to help you. What are you doing running away? Get back here. It is perfectly satisfied. In the last 10 minutes, it managed to pull 32 megawatt, 34 megawatts of power. Wow. That's a lot. Kind of a significant amount. Oh, wait, I do got more of these. I'd hooked one up to run off this stuff. Is there a way to mirror? Like, if I copy this, can I mirror it in some way? Is there a button for that? Reverse rotate, flip. There we go. And I think it's going to be flipped vertically. Nope, that means opposite of what I thought it would. All right, that way. All right, nice. That'll make it a little bit easier for me to get some of these up and running. I think I need these for that, don't I? So I'm just... No, it's not actually. Interesting. What is it then? What else is required? Oh, just regular stone. All right, just keep a single stack of it on me. I know there's got to be somewhere around here. In one of these chests somewhere, there's a bit of stone waiting. Yeah, there's 1,000 stone somewhere. Go find it, bots. You got this. I know you all know where it is. Maybe we'll grab a couple of those. And go fill up the other locations too. Maybe a couple more bots. Oh, there they are. I'm starting to accumulate quite a few of these accumulators. 15 megajoule, that's pretty good. Now do they do show up here with it. That's kind of neat. I don't know, the quality system is very different. I was not expecting it in the DLC, but I like it. Did they bring me stone yet? What? There it is. I'm sure for a second. I wasn't seeing it. Where did it go? You can set logistic requests for the repair packs in Roboports. Oh. Okay. I did not know that. That way I could place it at the ones that are going to be most problematic. Or have the most difficulties. You can set it to pick up robots. Interesting. No group assigned. What is group? Logistic group? I didn't even know you could have logistic groups. Yeah, there are some people that try to set up completely robot-driven factories. Like, everything is done by the robots. There's not a single belt used. And it's doable, and it looks so cool when it's in action. Okay, so like this, I would want it to make sure that there's always some construction robots down here. Just to make sure that there's always some nearby to fix things. Okay. Repair pack wouldn't be too bad because I could just set it on a requester chest. And it's also possible that it's an upgrade that you get, and I just haven't gotten it. Oh, let's do a couple more of these. All right. Got that. And done. More power. A little bit more power. At some point I'll be able to make more solar panels, but probably not right now. Uh-oh, these ones are all done. Oh, true. Requester chest would not be the one. Buffer chest would be the one that pulls and then pushes to the network. Yeah, hold on. Let's go check in here. I think they have them listed out and kind of how they all work. Acts as both requester and passive provider. Provide items for construction jobs. And will also pull items to it. Yeah, I've used these before for things like large storage. Usually at the end of the chain and at the beginning of it. I think that's how it was set up. I don't fully remember. It's been so long. And they've changed it all on me. And the active provider will just take anything put into it and toss it to the logistics network. Oh. What? Oh, it's just telling me that I can look those things up in that, the Factoriopedia. Which, you guys already let me know. I love how much more information there is in this. It legitimately feels now like you don't need to have a wiki to play. And I think that's a great way for games to move, is having that information integrated. And one thing that I want to kind of see a little bit is hidden information that becomes unlocked as you know more. I think that's something that helps, because oftentimes if you give out too much information, it spoils things later. And wikis have a bad habit of that, of if you go to it too early, you're going to spoil yourself on things you didn't want to spoil yourself on. But having it built into the game, really cool. I love this. You can even see all the different signals they got. Fuel? Look at these. I didn't even know most of these were in here now. Weapon. I do kind of really want to try making something circuit related. Little computery thing of some kind. I'm gonna set that stuff up on this group. Just for when I feel like messing with it at some point. I don't think these can show a raw color, but I know the regular light can. Alright, let's try something real quick. I want to see if I can get this working. Okay. Circuit. Click. Click. And click, and click. So, this outputs a signal saying how charged the battery is. From 0 to 100 on signal A. Now, I could change this to whatever I want, I think, and it will just send it out as that same signal. This is more for setting up how I want the variable to look. I could set it to star if I wanted to, and it will still read that as power. Okay, okay, I got an idea. Okay. Watch this. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so what I'm hoping for is that it gets these 3 conditions, and I want to kind of set them for these different level of battery. That should probably be the other way around, otherwise it's just kind of confusing. And then this one is outputting that electric charge symbol. So on condition, input signal of that electric being greater than or equal to 70. 70 will cause that one to show up as Green and output that. Okay. Color mapping. Color is based on provided signal. All right. And this one I'm going to set for that being... No, I need two conditions for this one because it's a middle one. So I need it to be... No, not or, and. It must be less than or equal to... Because I think I set the other one to 70. No, wait, I think that was set to 70 greater than. So this one needs to just be 70. And then this one will be greater than equal to 30. And that will output that symbol. Output satisfied signal value. Output signal with value of 1. Sure? And this one's gonna be electric again at greater than 0, but less than 30. Or I guess greater than or equal to 0. I'm gonna set all of these to 1. Is that outputting right now? No, that's full. Oops, I've got these flipped around, don't I? No, I just needed to change it to and. That's what it was. So, as long as it is greater than equal to 0 or and less than 30, activate low battery out to here. Turn this entity on when maybe I gotta set them different. I was hoping I could do it with just one and have it switch between colors, but I think I have to do 3 separate lights. I know that'll work, but I wanted to do it the other way. I don't know. We should at least just check and make sure this works how we intend it to. Alright, so then all of these we set it to the corresponding signal. Set it to use colors. Didn't work. Why is it not outputting? What? Code based on provided signal. These need to be switched to greater than. I'm gonna change these to this. Okay, there's a different part I'm doing wrong. Okay, because I want it to fill up. Which means I don't want it to stop doing it. So as long as it greater than or equal to 0. Wait, what? 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 Why did it do that? Oh, there we go. What was that about? And then this one has to be changed to always on if greater than 30. There. And so this way, when it drains a lot of power, these lights should turn off. Green one off first, and then the yellow one off, and then this one off. What do I have I could drain power with real quick to check it? It would drain a ton of power. You know what these do? Oh, I thought they would. They didn't really. They just accumulate. No, I'm just gonna leave that there for now. I'm just kind of fiddling around. Oh, that's getting closer. Holy, it's almost 3 hours. Oh my. Oh, whoops, I took out my spear. I don't need that right now. I'm not fighting anything. But I think that's gonna have to be everything for right now. I've been 3 hours at this. So I think next time, I'm hoping I can get started on getting a space platform to another planet. I'm planning on doing that right tomorrow. I have tomorrow off, so I might play during the day a bit. We'll see. But, thank you everybody so much for joining. Hope they all had a good time. Oh, it's felt good to get back into Factorio. I love this game. I've been playing it for so long. So, I hope that you're all enjoying it. I hope that you all can join next time. So, until then, leave a like, subscribe, notifications, or anything else that the corporate overlords decide they want you to do nowadays. I don't know anymore. I hope to see everybody next time, at least. So until then, take care, everyone, and goodbye.